How did OnlyFans make more than $7 billion of revenue in 2025? How come OnlyFans has more than 300 million active users? How come every time we open TikTok or Instagram or even YouTube, we see this? The conclusion is obvious. Modern men are slaves to the algorithm. And not only one algorithm, but all algorithms designed to hijack our attention for profit and extract as much money as possible. This mechanism hurts both men and women, but today we're going to evaluate what it has done to men. Last night I was eating dinner and watching YouTube when the algorithm showed me this video. It was strange. A 2-minute athletics video got hundreds of thousands of views. Then I got recommended this video, 9 minutes of free Korean beginner lessons with 1 million views. You can see where this is going, can't you? Well, the reason is simple. We live in an attention economy, where our attention is the main currency. The truth is, we pay with a lot more than just our attention. We pay with our dopamine. And here's how it works. Have you noticed how revealing are influencers dressing up today compared to 20 or 30 years ago? Because I didn't notice. You see, when you get exposed enough times to something, it stops exciting you and you recognize it as something normal. We have seen so much nudity online that it doesn't even grab our attention anymore. This is a direct result of dopamine desensitization. Dopamine is not just a happiness neurotransmitter, it is also responsible for motivation and anticipation. When we get exposed to a certain high dopamine stimulus for an extended period of time, not only we don't get the same kick from it anymore, but we also lose our motivation and we crave more and more of the initial stimulation. So we consume more and more explicit content, but now we have even less motivation than before. This downward spiral is what many men are struggling with today. This dopamine desensitization manifests itself in a couple of ways. The most obvious one is the loss of motivation. A great spike of dopamine from OnlyFans or adult content is always followed by a great dip. This great dip causes the loss of motivation. The more stimulating the content is, the greater the loss of motivation afterwards. Do this often enough and you realize that you don't feel like doing absolutely anything. You don't want to work towards your goals, you don't want to go to the gym, and you certainly don't want to initiate a conversation with the beautiful girl in the coffee shop. The absence of will to do anything whatsoever is present in more and more men, and it all has a physiological reason. Our dopamine. The second way the dopamine desensitization manifests itself is in our relationships. When you get used to seeing Instagram thirst traps or half-naked influencers with filters, normal natural girls just don't seem attractive enough anymore. You have gone so much down the rabbit hole that just doing normal activities with a beautiful ordinary girl isn't stimulating anymore. At the same time, you need your next hit of dopamine, so you become desperate and needy with every girl you find somewhat attractive. In many cases, this thirsty behavior has a physiological explanation, which is again our dopamine and the roller coaster ride we get from abusing it. Now that you know how the algorithm works and the heavy price we pay for it, you know how to regain your motivation and improve your relationships. Fight back against the algorithm and you'll see the benefits. The game isn't rigged. You just have to know how to play.